my name is Anne, and I'm here with Student Debt Action at Faniuel Hall in downtown Boston. We're here today to see how much people really know about the student debt crisis. How much student debt do you think the U.S. has?
In total? Oh my goodness, I would probably say it's in the millions.
A lot, like a lot.
Yeah, like millions.
$5 to $10 trillion at this point.
A lot. I have no idea. Billions of dollars.
Billions.
$500 million. I don't know.
200 million.
Probably about $1 trillion.
Oh man, it has to be in the billions.
Hundreds of billions of dollars.
What if I told you that number was $1.2 trillion?
Oh my goodness, okay, that is incredible to me.
I believe it.
That surprised me? No.
That's huge. I can't count that high.
I would believe it.
Be surprised. Yeah, surprising.
I'd believe it. I have a big chunk of it, so.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I had no idea the scale or the magnitude. That's amazing.
So do you have student debt?
Yeah, I think I have about 20,000.
Well, we have about $40,000 in student debt, and it never goes down.
I do not. I'm very lucky. I had help from my family to pay for my education.
Have student debts.
Luckily, I don't, but it took me a number of years to pay it off.
Do you think student debt is a huge issue in this country?
Absolutely, I do. I really do.
They either have debt or they have basically spent all their money on their debt, so they don't have houses, they don't have anything.
A lot of people just want to go to school, learn, get good jobs, be something in life, and they're just getting dragged down in life and won't pay it off until like they're 60.
There's not much choice. You either go in debt or you don't go to college.
It's definitely a pertinent issue. It holds back consumer spending. It leads to inequality. I think it really harms everybody.
Do you think having student debt would hinder you from doing a lot of things in your life, such as buying a house or buying a car?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Why?
Holding me back because, well, that amount is not holding me back.
Absolutely. You'd think I wouldn't have student debt any longer. It just keeps getting bigger.
Definitely. I have a lot of coworkers who still have debt even though they're in their 40s and even older.
Well, it held me off from proposing to my wife for a number of years.
I know my daughter went through that, and she's been out of school now for 5 years, and she's sunk down with debt.
Are you worried about your kids having debt or being tied down by this?
Yes, I am.
Any debt that you get, you know you got to pay back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a back burner, I guess. It's gonna be a real drag.
Yes, it is, because that's half of the money that I can do other things with coming out and going towards that.
On my last year up at the law school up the street, I mean, the amount of payments that I'll be paying, it's like a mortgage, if not more.
Definitely. Like, I want to be an English professor, and I don't know if I'll ever pay off my debt if I choose that.
I'm not even telling my kids to go to college.
We think we have a plan, but
That's still $120,000 in debt.
I'm not, because I've been saving, because I went through the student debt experience myself. But I do worry about just the number of students who are going to be held back, particularly people who don't have the kind of options my kids have.
So many countries in the EU have free higher education. Do you think it's possible to make college in the U.S. free?
No, I don't. I think what we can do here in the U.S. is make it more affordable.
Anything is possible.
I think it's a great idea, and Bernie Sanders has a great idea, but it'll never happen.
I think it's possible. If we can fight wars in every continent on the planet, we can certainly educate our people.
I don't know. We're not a socialist type of society. We're a capitalist society. Therefore, people have to pay their way through stuff.
I wish I could say yes, but I don't think so.
Most definitely, schools like Yale and big schools like Brown, they have enough money to at least pay off every student's college for 15 years at least.
I would like it to be possible, even if it's for community colleges.
Maybe in the future?
Yeah, but you've got to get people behind it. Like, the reason our education is pretty much free. So, like, for me to go to like a top level university in Ireland costs like $2,500 for a year. Like, even as a foreign student to go to like world class university, you're paying maybe like $8,000. But we have to pay more in tax.
We just have to all share the burden of higher taxation to support public education.
I'm originally from Canada, and the debt that the students acquire is nowhere near what the students acquire here in the United States.
But the issue 100% is social stigma. It's that people think, oh, why am I giving my hard-earned money to pay for people that aren't like working hard? But it's just a matter of showing people that it is in place in other countries. It is working really, really well.
What if I told you that by taxing wealth assets and taxing Wall Street transactions 0.013%, we could generate over $3 trillion that would absolve student debt and make free higher public education in the U.S. possible?
That would be incredible.
Sounds good to me. See if you can get that passed.
So why don't we do it?
Wow. But how much is that being taxed prior to that .01?
Nothing. There's no tax.
Yeah, of course. It would be great to tax that.
It sounds too good to be true.
I mean, we should do it, but with money and politics, I don't think it's going to get through.
Okay, then what is stopping that from happening?
I do think that taxing capital gains and income and wages all at the same rate make a lot of sense, and closing loopholes like mortgage deduction for wealthy people probably makes sense as well.
Because then it levels the playing field. Then it's not about where you come from. It's like if you're intelligent enough to get to college and if you're ambitious enough to want to do better, then it's there for you.
So what would you like to say to Congress about this matter?
I think they should definitely consider it because it really is unfair for these poor students who want to acquire a better education.
I do feel that they up there squabbling with each other, that they playing with our lives.
We in the United States should all have access to free education.
I think Congress should get their act together.
I think that they need to get their priorities straight.
I would say to the U.S. Congress, let's invest in our kids.
As long as money gets out of politics, like other countries like New Zealand, Sweden, all those countries, they took money out of politics and doing greater than us.
I'm a huge believer in plagiarism or politics. So if you see something working in another country well, do it. Why not copy it? Like I actually can't fathom how people in certain places don't just look at the countries that are doing things successfully and copy them.
I think Congress has to show some commitment to a balanced economy where consumer spending is being held back by debt at the consumer level and that wealth is being concentrated. So that's what I'd say.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.